December 14th, 2025, a day American soccer fans will never forget. FIFA has stripped the United States of its primary hosting rights for the 2026 World Cup. The tournament isn't canceled, but it's moving north to Canada. This isn't a rumor or a drill. It's a seismic shift in global sports. The US was set to host most games, including the final, in a three-nation celebration. Now, Canada will host 64 matches, including the entire knockout stage. Mexico keeps its 10 group games, but the spotlight has shifted. FIFA's press release cited insurmountable logistical and security challenges in the US. The decision has stunned fans, officials, and politicians alike. For years, the US prepared for a soccer summer to remember. Stadiums, infrastructure, fans, all ready. But political and social instability changed everything. The dream of a triumphant return to American soil is over before it began. For many, it feels like a personal failure, a gut punch to everyone who worked to grow the sport here. The 1994 World Cup launched a soccer generation. 2026 was supposed to be the next step. Instead, Americans are left watching as Canada prepares for a party that was meant to be theirs. The world is still processing the news. How did it come to this? What went so wrong? And what does it mean for the future of soccer in North America? How did the US lose the World Cup? The answer: instability. Political infighting spilled into tournament planning, with threats to move games and disputes over funding. Host cities struggled to secure public money and security guarantees. Protests in 2025 created security nightmares, raising red flags for FIFA. FIFA demands unity and reliability, qualities the US couldn't guarantee. The final straw: images of unrest and deep social divisions. FIFA saw too much risk for fans, teams, and officials. The US failed to provide what FIFA values most: stability. The dream wasn't lost for lack of passion or facilities, but because the country couldn't present a united front. FIFA chose certainty over chaos. The World Cup slipped away. FIFA's decision wasn't mysterious. It was about protecting the World Cup. The organization requires unwavering government support and security. When a host can't guarantee that, FIFA acts. Emergency meetings in Zurich reviewed security briefings and risk assessments. Political polarization and threats against host cities signaled instability. Financial and logistical headaches were weighed against the risk of disaster. Canada, already a co-host with stable infrastructure, became the obvious alternative. FIFA's priority is the tournament's safety, not the host's pride. The power to move the event is written into every agreement. The US was shown a red card, not for a foul on the field, but for chaos off it. FIFA reminded the world who's really in charge. Stability and security always win. American soccer fans are devastated. Years of planning, saving, and anticipation have turned to anger and heartbreak. Cities like Kansas City and Philadelphia feel betrayed after working tirelessly for host status. Social media is ablaze with outrage. FIFA-gate USA. Stolen World Cup. Fans blame FIFA, the government, and soccer officials for letting this happen. The 1994 World Cup inspired a generation. 2026 was supposed to be the next leap. Now, that momentum is gone. Supporters groups are demanding answers and accountability from US soccer. Trust between fans and leadership is shattered. The sense of loss is overwhelming. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, gone. Kids who dreamed of seeing the world's best in their backyard are left disappointed. The excitement has vanished, replaced by a hollow sense of what could have been. For American soccer, it's a day of mourning. While the US mourns, Canada erupts in celebration. From coast to coast, fans are ecstatic. Canada is now the main host of the 2026 World Cup. Originally set for just 13 games, Canada will now stage 64, including the final. Cities like Montreal and Edmonton are scrambling to join the party. The economic and cultural impact will be massive. For Canadian soccer, this is validation after years in the shadows. The rise of stars like Alphonso Davies signaled a new era. Now, hosting the World Cup cements it. Local businesses and officials are buzzing with excitement. Canada's reputation as a welcoming, safe host is front and center. The message, the party's still on, just in a new house. And everyone's invited. For Canadian soccer, this is a revolution. In the wake of FIFA's announcement, officials scrambled to manage the fallout. FIFA's message, this was a business decision, not a political one. Safety comes first. The U.S. Soccer Federation expresses deep disappointment and demands answers. They must balance fan outrage with the need to maintain ties to FIFA. Canadian officials strike a tone of humble excitement, promising a world-class event. The Prime Minister pledges full government support. Canada positions itself as the reliable partner who saved the day. Diplomacy is delicate. U.S. officials must manage anger without burning bridges. Canada faces the challenge of scaling up hosting plans fast. The real work of untangling this mess has only just begun. For Canada, this is a once-in-a-generation chance to transform its soccer culture. 64 games, including the final, will inspire millions of kids and fuel grassroots growth. The economic impact will be huge. Billions in tourism, jobs, and infrastructure upgrades. Cities will expand hotels and transit, leaving a lasting legacy. Canada can now cement its place as a true soccer nation. Success will boost domestic leagues and attract top talent. Young players will see a clear path to the world stage. The pressure is immense, but so is the reward. If Canada pulls this off, it will trigger a soccer revolution and redefine its global identity. The world is watching. For the U.S., losing the World Cup demands soul-searching and accountability. Fans and sponsors want answers. How did leadership fail so badly? The intersection of sports and politics proved disastrous. The U.S. must learn to insulate soccer from toxic political battles. On the field, the men's national team loses its automatic qualification and home advantage. The developmental boost of hosting is gone. This setback could be a necessary wake-up call. U.S. soccer must rebuild trust with fans and the world. Strategies, leadership, and political relationships need rethinking. The road back will be long, starting with admitting failure and learning hard lessons. Only then can the U.S. hope to host again. As the dust settles, North American soccer faces a new reality. Canada is now the region's soccer leader, preparing for a festival that will reshape its sports landscape. The U.S. must pick up the pieces and begin a long road to redemption. Mexico remains a steady partner, but the three-nation vision is gone. The immediate focus, logistics, new host cities, revised schedules, ticket chaos, and broadcaster coordination. Millions of fans need refunds or rebookings. Canada faces a logistical marathon to be ready in 18 months. The world will be watching. The U.S. faces legal, financial, and reputational challenges. Rebuilding trust with fans and FIFA will take years, perhaps another bid for a future World Cup. This is a cautionary tale about the cost of instability, but it's also a story of opportunity, Canada's chance to shine, and the U.S.'s chance to learn. The 2026 World Cup will be remembered as the tournament lost by one nation and heroically saved by another.